Israel spent $20 billion in their 12-day war with Iran. United States depleted 2 years worth of missiles.
In case you're wondering how much a war with Iran would cost, this is my guess, and I emphasize it's only a guess based on past wars. So conservative estimates say that the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan cost $5.2 trillion. Now, we left Afghanistan a while ago, and we left Iraq a long time ago. Now, Iran is actually as large as Iraq and Afghanistan combined. And weapons right now are a lot more expensive than they used to be. Plus, Iran has a much better military than Iraq had, and certainly better than anything Afghanistan had, which barely had any kind of military at all. So, by those figures, I'd say it's safe to say that a war with Iran would cost about 12 to 15 trillion dollars in a country that already has about 35 trillion dollars in debt. Think about that and who's going to pay for it.
If Iran disrupts oil shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, a critical choke point for about 20% of the global oil supply, right? The result could be another oil shock just like we had in 1990. So the last thing you want are all these aircraft carriers and all these war operations to move into this strait, which Iran borders.
Yes.
Right? And to choke up the oil supply, making it harder to get oil in and out of the Middle East, which is a very big possibility here. The Fed today is caught in a similar dilemma. Cut rates and risk inflation, or hold rates steady and risk a recession.
Hey, you guys might be wondering what happens to the U.S. economy if we go to war with Iran. I just saw this article that said U.S. military intervention in Iran may begin within 24 hours, European officials. Man, Trump really does not want the Epstein files released, does he? Well, guys, my model says a couple different things. One, if we go to war with Iran, this means oil is going to increase a lot because Iran is kind of home to a lot of the oil and how it impacts prices around the world. Secondarily, I would say that the volatility index is going to spike 30 to 40%, which means markets are going to get freaked out. Usually volatility is bad and can lead to recessions. Another thing that will probably happen is the S&P 500 will probably drop 3 to 5% if we go to war. So stay tuned with my channel and my website in my bio that will show you any indication or changes that are happening in real time.
Wake up, babe. It's the verge of World War III. Nice. I am so glad that we're doing this. I'm so glad that we're spending our tax dollars to go commit human rights violations, even though no one on the left, no one on the right, and no one in the center wants to do this. I am so glad that the elites in our political system would rather be complicit in a genocide than stop supporting the Israeli government. They would rather go to war than stop being complicit in a genocide. We can't have universal health care, but we can bomb the shit out of a country that we have no business attacking because the Israeli government wants us to. The consequences of this for the United States will go on for generations, and we are inherently less safe now than we were a week ago. Where is the United States Congress? Why have they not reconvened to call out the fact that this is blatantly unconstitutional? This video is probably going to get censored because I'm saying things really directly about these human rights abuses, but we need to have a direct conversation about this. I don't want to see another influencer talking about this without talking about the fact that our complicity in the war crimes of the Israeli government is what brought us here. I don't want to see another talking head on social media talking about this like this is happening in a vacuum and like we are not complicit in something that amounts to generational war crimes. This is reckless, this is stupid, this is dangerous, and nobody wants it. Donald Trump campaigned on America first, and now he's using our tax dollars to put us all at risk.